Y'all salute y'all. What's up, y'all? It's me, Brahman 2.0. Salute. I pretty much got to talk to y'all about something, man. Yeah, and this video got something to do with like a particular YouTuber that goes by the name of JD Frank 20, and yeah, and I feel like his takes ain't really, I don't agree with like a lot of his takes. Like, I don't know, man. So yeah, we pretty much about to go over it. So and like I said before, not like I said before, but JD Frank 20 this ain't like the like throw any like hate towards you. So like what I'm saying, like you got your own opinion, but it's like, bruh, I don't know, man. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright, y'all, see, let's go ahead and get into it.
This is Sonic, and you're watching JD Frank 20.
It's kinda impossible to surprise you.
You totally got me. This time, I had no idea.
Yeah, right.
What is up, everybody? And yes, this is the brand new birthday cutscene in Sonic X Shadow Generations. Yeah, they actually changed the scene, so basically Amy Rose is no longer being held back by Sonic. Thankfully, they did abolish that cutscene and they changed it. And instead, Amy's just offering Sonic, birthday cupcakes, and Sonic Amy colors nonetheless, which is really adorable. Yeah, I know the fandom, obviously.
Alright, so look, I got something to say about this, y'all. Alright, so look, I'm about to go ahead and respond to you right there. Right? I don't think that they should have never. I feel like they should never censor that junk. And the reason why I feel like they should have never censored like this scene is due to the fact that y'all gotta understand, this game does not take place like what's currently going on in Sonic. I want y'all to all get that through your head. So I feel like if y'all gonna get offended, right, about something that's in the past, and I ain't gonna say get offended, but I feel like that right there should have never been changed, because it's like, it's the base story of the game. And I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, bro, this is like a remaster. It's like, bro, why change one action that Sonic did back in the day? Keep in mind, this game is supposed to take place back in 2011. Even though it's a remaster, it takes place during that time of Sonic, right? You know what I'm saying? He got to fight the Time Master. Am I correct? Don't they got this story in here? Yeah, as a matter of fact, they do got this story in here. So, why change one little aspect of Sonic? I don't get it, bro. But yeah, let's just go ahead and keep
They're gonna be very mixed on this. A lot of the fans are gonna be for this. A lot of them are gonna be against it. Many are saying they're.
The ones that are against it is the fact that they don't like their games being censored. That's why they against it. They don't like their games being censored. And this is the problem that I got with it. Now, it's gonna be some people that don't want it, that don't want to censor because they literally hate Amy. Those fans, I feel like if fans hate Amy or like any Sonic character in general, I feel like that don't make sense to like hate any of the characters, to be honest with you. Like, the only one you should really hate is Dr. Ed, man. The villain is the one you should hate. Sonic and any other character shouldn't shouldn't be hated. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the use of like you? I don't know, man. I feel like, I don't know, man. But anyways, right? Like, well, no, I'll take that back. I rephrase that. If you want to hate a character, you know what I'm saying, it's on you. But the majority, I'm telling you, the majority of those people that are not for it is due to the fact that they getting sick or tired of games being censored. They going back and remastering these games, and then it's like they censoring them to pander to like a sensitive community, because the sensitive community look as Sonic is like, oh, you know, like Sonic he's holding back a woman from hugging him. Oh, like this is an old game, but he's hugging back a woman away from him. So we gotta change that scene. Nah, my nigga, leave the scene in there. If anything, it just shows like how improved Sonic has gotten over the years as a character. Cause if we look in Sonic Frontiers, which he's gonna mention in this junk, cause it's like I don't use for example. It's like they trying to change the base story for like Sonic. They trying to change little aspects of it to fit the Frontiers story. It's like they supposed to have two different tones. It shouldn't be the same, right? Let's all agree. I mean, we can all agree that generations are supposed to have a different tone and characters supposed to do different actions compared to what they would do now, right? Which is Frontiers and Dream Team and all that. Like, yeah, like, and a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, why would you want like a male character holding back a woman from hugging him? It's not that I want that. It's the fact that they tweaking something that was really an original story, but it's like they tweaking that little aspect of the story. That's why I'm not for it. I don't like it when they go back and censor something. They shouldn't censor nothing, period, I feel like. Now, I'm not saying that like in Sonic, they should have like what Sonic is like running around with like his out and then like, you know, everybody just... Nah, I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is that they need to stop censoring little aspects that like kids or anybody ain't gonna really, you know, pay attention to, and that's one of them. I feel like kids ain't even gonna really pay attention to that, and adults ain't even gonna really pay attention to that. Only the woke ones gonna pay attention to that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it.
What are they doing with Amy? They're making her completely boring. This is not the Amy we knew and loved back from the day. You have to realize that Sonic Team, you know, they're doing everything to retcon Amy's, you know, toxic past. You gotta realize that Amy was...
You don't retcon her past, bruh. Because if you retcon her past, then it's like, bro, you basically taking a flawed thing of the character that basically the character overcame over time. Have y'all not played Sonic Frontiers? Do y'all not know Sonic Frontiers is basically the current thing that's going on in Sonic? That and what was it, Sonic Dream Team? It's like, bro, y'all going back in the past, and and it's like y'all going back in the past and changing something that didn't even need to be changed, and that's one of them. That should never been changed. Now I can understand, you know, with like, you know, the current like timeline with Sonic and Sonic Frontiers. I can understand her not being obsessive with Sonic, because it's like it shows how much she's done you know, progress over the years. But when you go back and change something that was in 2011, which the character doesn't even act like no more, and try to make them like how they are now, it's like that's when I got a problem with. It's like you censoring certain things, and it's not even that. I feel like this is kind of is an excuse to say that, oh, like Sega's like trying to tamper with the past, when I really already know what it is. What they doing is that they listening to these little activists that don't like it when certain male characters do certain things. I bet y'all, because it's actually a video that's called Sonic went full sweet baby Inc., right? And what the dude's saying is the truth in the video. And I'm actually gonna pull up that video after like I, you know, go through like the whole thing in this video. But the whole thing is that they basically, all it is that they got offended of the fact that like Sonic was holding back Amy from in the face, and basically, you know, they just changed it, and they basically changed the aspect of a character, and it's supposed to be the past version of the character. This ain't even the current version. The current version of the character is the one from Frontiers, right? The one from Frontiers and what is it, Dream Team? That's the current version. That's the current, you know what I'm saying? Not the current version, but the current, you know, timeline of Amy, right? The current version of her in the timeline. So it's like, why go, right? Listen, why go and change like one aspect of the character, like in like a game, like just change like the game like that's already been out since 2011, and go back and be like, you know what, we gonna race like that jump when she used to flirt with Sonic. It's like y'all basically censoring certain things. It's like, come on, man.
That are worse during that time, you know, where she was very aggressive towards Sonic. Like, he was very uncomfortable being around Amy because she was so aggressive, you know. In the original cutscene, she was very aggressive during that birthday scene. I can understand why everyone didn't like that cutscene. And it also made Sonic kind of a dick when he was holding her back like that. Yeah, so I'm glad they changed the cutscene thing.
So you mean to tell me that y'all got alright, so look, this is what I don't get, bro. Cause see, I'm the type, bro, I don't get offended like when it come down to like a series, bro. It's like, bro, I'm the type, bro, I don't know, man. I feel like that was just something to like not even get offended by. Like, who in the world gets mad at something that was in the game in 2011? Who does that? I want y'all to ask who gets offended of something that was in the game during 2011. All it is that they trying to monitorize it, and basically like and all it was is that it wasn't even to appeal like the Son Amy fans. All it was that they was mad that a male character was holding back a female that was trying to hug him. That's all it is. I'm telling you, I know how this stuff works. I've been playing games and I've been watching videos and how like these companies would do. They would do this to please the sensitive people that don't like original scenes. They did the same crap with what was it, Silent Hill. It's certain jumps in Silent Hill 2. I think it's Silent Hill 2, the remaster. Yeah, the new jump. They changed certain jumps in that didn't even need to be changed. It's stupid.
And I'm a man of my word, so I've already pre-ordered Sonic X Shadow Generations. So Sonic Team of Japan, Ian Flynn, fantastic work. You know, I'm glad they're going to retcon this cutscene. And the reason why a lot of us legitimate Amy Rose fans hate this cutscene, because a lot of Amy detractors use this cutscene to demonize Amy Rose's character.
Hold on, y'all be back.
You know, I'm glad they're going to retcon this cutscene. And the reason why a lot of us legitimate Amy Rose fans hate this cutscene, because a lot of Amy detractors use this cutscene to demonize Amy Rose's character. I cannot stand the fandom when they do things like this. You know, where they use this cutscene realizing, oh, Sonic doesn't love her here and there. He just wants to...
Alright, bro, look. Who can care about like what like a Amy detractor do, bro? Who can care about that, bro? It's like, bro, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. When I mean by woke, this is what I mean, bro. It's like, bro, why is y'all getting mad at an old cutscene that was made in 2011? That's what I don't get. I'm getting sick and tired of like this modern day like censorship type jump, man. It's like, bro, leave stuff alone.
Be away from her, you know. That's not the case. Where in Frontiers, they both mature, and you could obviously...
Okay, bro, like, bro, different time period. Frontiers, if I'm not mistaken, is like what's going on currently in the Sonic the Hedgehog story. That's like the latest installment of the story. That and what is it? Yeah, the latest continuity of the story. That and what is it? Sonic Dream Team. That little app game. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Sonic Dream Team is canon. So yeah, it's like, bro, that's different, bro. Why erase something that he did in the past, and with that past, y'all do what y'all want to do just to satisfy like y'all this because like y'all because like y'all don't like it because like a male character is like holding back a female character. But I bet y'all if Amy was doing that junk, they would not call that junk out. For real. I'm just saying, man. Like, it's like, but that's kind of a little weird, man. That's kind of a little weird.
Tell from the dialogue that we already seen already that they're trying to rework Amy, of course. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Amy sounds a little bit soulless, boring. She's not really her old self. You know, they're going by her new lore. I honestly think that Sonic Team, they want to rewrite Amy's dialogue completely for all the other games. I think Sonic X Shadow Generations is just a template.
I'm telling you right now, but they better not do that junk. I'm telling y'all, but they better not do that junk, bro. Cause I'm telling you right now, bro, regardless of like what niggas say, bro, if I'm gonna play Sonic Generations, like not Sonic Generations, but like what is it, Sonic Adventure 1, and like they and like if I had a choice on like which one I'm gonna play, since they wanna change like voice lines and how characters do now from the old games, I'm gonna play the old junk, the original one. Whether niggas like it or not, I'm gonna play it. And I'm talking about the original Sonic Adventure 1, like, cause he talking about something like, what is it, you talking about like something old, like, you know, I think Sega's gonna try to like start changing dialogue and all this and that for like the original, from the original games. If they start doing it, I'm not gonna play them at all whatsoever. And I'm a Sonic fan. And I'm not gonna play them. I will literally get on YouTube, and you won't see like no remaster of no Sonic Adventure 1. You would just see the original Sonic Adventure 1. It's just straight simple as that. Cause I guess they get tired of them tampering with the past. Like, leave the past alone, my nigga. I feel like, bro, and this is the thing. I know y'all people who like do research, y'all know it's the reason why they doing this. They not doing this because like, oh, we trying to make her like how current Amy is. They not trying to do that. They trying to like censor certain things. Because of like their agenda. That's all it is. That's the reason why they censoring stuff, cause like they got an agenda behind it, and they don't want that junk in they remaster, so they want to put what they want to put in there. You don't do that, bro. Leave it the way it originally was. What's the problem with leaving it the way it originally was? Be glad that in Sonic Frontiers, Amy isn't obsessive over Sonic no more. And that Sonic ain't being you know, like a macho man and don't want Amy to be around him no more. Be glad that in the current state in the series that he's not like that no more. Why go in the past and try to change what he used to act like? That don't make sense, man. Be glad that in Sonic Frontiers, Sonic actually cares about Amy more than he ever has. Like, it's like these fans can't be satisfied, bro.
How they want to handle the remakes for all the games. So Sonic Adventure 1, Adventure 2, Heroes, same thing's gonna.
Yup, and when that happened, bro, I'm telling you, when that happened, I'm not gonna play neither of them. Neither of them, my nigga. I'm not gonna play neither of them. If they go back and try to remaster Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes, and they start changing some dialogue around that wasn't in the original, I'm not gonna play it. The only reason why I'm gonna play Sonic X Shadow Generations is whenever you know, the reason why I'm gonna eventually buy that is due to the fact that it's the Shadow story. The Shadow story is good. The Shadow story, from what I heard, is pretty good. From what I've been seeing. The levels, everything. That junk is fire from what I've seen on YouTube. That's the only reason why I'm getting Sonic X Shadow Generations. That's the only reason. Because we get to see what Shadow was doing around the time when, like, you know, Sonic had to go and, like, you know, defeat the Taskmaster and had to save all his friends. We get to see Shadow's side of the story. That's what I like about that junk. That's the reason why I'm gonna get like Sonic X Shadow Generations. If it wasn't for that, if I would have seen that the fact that like they changed around certain scenes, man, nah, bro. And what's so crazy is that, bro, I never would have thought that Sega would have bent the knee down and would have like basically changed like certain scenes for remasters and stuff. I never would have thought that Sega would have did this. This is the first time Sega has ever done this jump, man. First time. The first time. I don't even think Sonic Colors Ultimate didn't even do this jump. And that game bad because the controls on it is trash. Like it got like glitches in it from what I heard from people. It got glitches in it. And that's a bad game and it didn't even censor nothing. So what you gotta go back and like censor stuff in like an old game for a newer title? It's like, come on, man. If y'all previous remaster hasn't done that jump, then why like in y'all second remaster y'all gotta do that jump? It's weird.
Happen. They're gonna completely retcon Amy's dialogue completely. So for those of you who want that,
and they better not retcon it, because if they do, I'm gonna literally like not play that jump at all. Now I'm not saying that because a lot of people gonna be like, oh, like you said that you didn't want to play Sonic games no more. Like, nah, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna play no Sonic games no more. But I don't like it when they go back and tamper with the past and basically start tweaking stuff. When you start tweaking stuff from a game that's like that with a previous game, that's when I got a problem. And I don't know how they gonna tweak that jump with if they go back and do what is it I don't know how they gonna tweak that jump when going back, you know, cause if they do like try to remaster Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes, I don't know how they gonna do that jump. I mean, unless like they gonna get you know, the original actor of Amy that was like in you know, around that time, which I don't even think she even act anymore. So you can't just have Cindy Robinson up there doing like a little, you know, a little segment of a jump. If anything, you have to remaster the whole game and have it where Roger Craig Smith is playing Sonic. I don't know, like I don't, and I'm just saying, like if they ever do that jump, I'm not gonna play it. Cause it's like they trying to erase the past, and it's like, bro, stop erasing the past. They've been doing this for like they did that jump with Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2, bro, don't even feel the same like how I did with the original. Now I ain't saying that like it gotta like have like the same graphics and everything. You want the graphics to be better, but what I'm saying is that they gotta stop changing these little dialogues in these remasters. That's the problem with these remasters. And then they don't do as good. Sonic Generations had a better score than what Sonic Generations, the original Sonic Generations has a better score than what Sonic X Shadow Generation has. If I'm not mistaken, it had like a higher record. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, but I think it had a higher score. The original Sonic Generations. So, I don't know, man.
Past version of Amy Rose, she's long gone. I guarantee that's what Sonic Team is thinking right now. And there's a reason why Takashi Iizuka and Sonic Team didn't want to jump the gun with Sonic Heroes Remake first. They wanted to go with Generations because it's a lot easier to rewrite because that game really didn't have a story. It was really easy for Ian Flynn to...
Alright, so bro, I'm about to debunk what you said right there. This nigga just said that Sonic Generations does not have a story. My nigga, if it did not have a story, why every time they name Sonic's story, they mention Generations, my nigga? You don't know what you talking about. You saying that Sonic Generations don't have a story? Yes, it do. Do you not see the cutscenes, my nigga? Y'all act like them cutscenes is non-canon or something. That's like you act like them cutscenes is non-canon or something. Like, bro, come on, man.
Add references which were justified in that game, and it was easy to change cutscenes here and there, especially for Amy's character. So for those of you who think you're safe from Sonic Adventure rewrites, you're not. Yeah, so everybody, let me know what y'all think about this. And also, man,
bro, all I gotta say is, bro, they gonna have to stop rewriting Sonic, bro, like, for real. It's like, bro, what's the point? It's like now since Sonic done got popular, it's like these activists and all these woke people done took over, and it's like, you know what, we gonna start like changing certain things in like the different dialogues. That's all it is. I'm telling y'all, that's all it is. I've seen too many games they do this stuff, and it does not go well. I'm telling y'all, if they start tweaking stuff with Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes, it's gonna drive some people away from it. Not everybody, but it's gonna drive some people away from it. Cause they're gonna try to figure out why in the world is this character saying this when in the original they said this. You taking the old game, remastering it, and then changing like the dialogue. Why is niggas doing it? They did the same thing with Silent Hill 2. And look what happened. Niggas don't like it. Which I don't blame them.
That new cutscene is almost similar to the Archie comic clip right here, which actually did a better...
Bruh. It ain't even no near similar. What the world is you talking about, bruh? It literally shows Sonic holding a cupcake. What does Sonic holding a cupcake to Amy look like to Sonic and Archie comic where he just hugging her? It's not the same, my nigga. One is more affectionate and one is where he's just holding like some cupcakes for her to eat. That's all it is. I don't see nothing wrong with this cutscene right here. This first cutscene right here, and then I'm pointing at the top. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I feel like it was some niggas that were just sensitive, and they didn't like the fact that a male hedgehog or a male character is holding back a woman from them. So what they did was they censored that jump because they too soft. And like I said before, when I'm saying they, I'm not targeting towards JD JD Frank 20. I ain't targeting you when I'm saying they. When I'm saying they, I'm talking about the people who basically were just too sensitive of the fact that he's trying to hold back a woman from him or a girl from him. So like they just got sensitive and basically just put it where he's holding cupcakes instead. It's like, come on, bro. I mean, yeah, like Sonic, like one thing I will say is that Sonic was not written well when it came down to like, you know, during the time when Roger Craig Smith started voicing Sonic. When he first started voicing Sonic, before like Ian Flynn got involved. yes, Sonic's writing was trash. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna disagree on that, because I do gotta agree. Before Ian Flynn got involved, Sonic's writing was trash. Now, when Jason Griffith was voicing them, Sonic's writing was somewhat good in certain games. Now, 06 writing was trash. The story was trash. I ain't gonna lie now, Sonic 06 had a trash story. The fact that a sister can't cry because like it's gonna awaken like a monster, my nigga, that was trash. But what I don't understand is, since Ian Flynn has gotten involved, now he's going back and trying to change the past, when in fact the past needed to just stay the way it is. When it come down to when it comes down to like censorship and stuff. Now the story itself hasn't changed. Like the story is the same from what I've been told. Like that right there, like a lot of people act like that's gonna change like the story in general. But when it comes down to like the actions and stuff that certain characters do, why is you changing the actions? That lets you know right there they was offended by the previous action that the character made. So in the original, so in the remake, they basically just went in there and just changed some stuff that was just unnecessary. This right here was an unnecessary change. I don't care what nobody say. This right here was just an unnecessary change. Keep in mind, these niggas behind the scenes got offended, and they said to themselves, you know what? And what's so crazy that this game came out in 2011. So they got offended from a scene that was in 2011, my nigga. Who gets offended? Y'all gotta understand how long 2011 was. Count how many years that is. Y'all getting offended over a game that y'all getting offended over like a scene that was in 2011? That don't make sense, bro. That don't make sense to me at all, bro. I don't know, man. And a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, bro, you just don't like Ian Flynn's writing where he's changing stuff now. It's not the fact that I don't like Ian Flynn's writing, because I actually do. But he's going overboard now, trying to change the past. Come on now. Just remaster the game, make the graphics up to date, update the graphics, and just leave the basic story alone. Just like focus on like making they should just left like the original story alone and just focused on like, creating like the story for Shadow. Instead, they tamper with the regular story and what is this and working on the Shadow story. They trying to tamper with everything on the game. Seem like. You don't tamper with everything, bro. When you do a remaster. Just make it where like the graphics are better. Now that Shadow story, they had to make that by hand, because in the original generations, it wasn't no Shadow story. It was just a Sonic story, and that was it. That's when they made this remaster, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If I would have made this remaster, I would have kept that every single scene that was in the basic story of when it came out, like Sonic, right? When it came out to the Sonic story in Generations, I would have kept that jump the same. I would have but with the Shadow story, I would have made that jump by hand like how they did. And I would have never censored nothing in Sonic's story. Nothing would have been censored. It would have been the way it was in the original. Even though the story is kind of trash here and there, like, for the most part, like I don't use, for example, like certain dialogues, okay, I can understand. Like, but, and another thing too, I'm about to actually pull up the video. I'm actually going to pull up the video. so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Cause dude, I'm not the only nigga that's talking about this. I'm not the only nigga that's talking about this. Let me pull up the video. Shout outs to Yellow Flash too, because he talks about it. Cause I'm not the only one that's talking about it.
Sonic X Shadow Generations. So if you don't know what this is, what's a good way to break this down? So Sonic Generations is a game that has existed for a while. It came out on PS3 and Xbox 360, I believe. It's actually a pretty fun game. I played the original. It was them going back to 2D, which is honestly, I think, where that character belongs, but they had some 3D stuff too. It was one of the better Sonic games. That's how I remember it. Well, they're re-releasing it and remastering it, and they're going to add a new campaign starring Shadow the Hedgehog. Now, so I'm going to compare this to Mario 3D All-Star. Was that what it was called? So there's a Mario game on Switch. It was also on Wii U. They re-released it, and then they added Bowser's Fury. It was like a second short campaign. That's basically what they're doing with this. Is what they're doing with the Shadow thing. I can't remember the name of that Sonic game, but if you just look up Bowser's Fury, the name will pop up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is what this situation reminds me of, that, except for Sonic Generations being censored for its new double dip, which is baffling to me because these censors are really stupid and baffling. So this is when I first noticed it back in October 15th. They took this Rogue the Bat character and completely covered up her back, which is strange. Like, why are we covering her back?
Oh yeah, to correct you on that, Yellow Flash too. Her name is not Rogue, it's Rouge. So yeah, I know it looks like Rogue, but it's not Rogue, it's Rouge.
Back. What's the reasoning for this? Why is her back taboo? But this is it right here. Hey, I don't mean to be that person, but Sega, can you stop doing this? I didn't think they'd censor Rogue further, but they've covered up.
Keep in mind, y'all see like the one on the well, the y'all is gonna be to the right, but y'all see like on the side, one got like the back covered up, which is like her original design and how it's supposed to be attended. Look at the other one where like her back is like covered. Why is that censored? I'm saying the same thing that Yellow Flash is saying, bro. Like, y'all censoring stuff. Like, that's unnecessary.
It looks bad. It's impossible to put on with her wings, and nobody likes it. Stop being cowards. And there's more than just that. This is something I think they're doing for the entire series, I guess, with her. So there's outrage over Bat back now. It's crazy. But this isn't it. There's more. And this makes me really wonder how much more there is, because the game's not even public yet, but there's already shit coming out like this. Now, this is really stupid. This is from Learning the Law. Apparently, in the Sonic Generations remaster, Sega thought Sonic holding Amy Rose's face was microaggressive and an example of toxic masculinity, so they changed the scene. They also censored Rogue the Bat. Nothing to see here, folks. Just your typical historical revisionism. By the way, they will delist the original on Steam as if it never happened. That's another thing I've heard. So apparently the only way you can get this game now is if you buy some bundles. And that's probably because they missed them. I think they're taking it down from digital stores. Which is a shame, because the first one is still fine. I would imagine there's nothing changed to the first one. Separately, that's uncensored. You could always just buy the disc too. I mean, there'll be ways to play this game, but this is an all-time question mark. So here he is, pushing her face back, and now in the new one, he gives her cupcakes. What? Ridiculous. Why do we need to change this just because he's face-palming her? She was an overly attached fan who wants to be with him romantically. And she was very aggressive about it. She loves Sonic. That's how I've always remembered Amy. They've changed that. Now it's just, she just loves helping Sonic. She wants to be the most helpful person in the world to her friends. I mean, the first time I saw Amy was in Sonic CD, where she chased him around and tried to get his attention, and then she gets captured, of course, by Mega Sonic. But that's changed, and here's her new bio. So, a young, cheerful girl. Hedgehog, Amy can be a bit obsessed about chasing Sonic. She even claims to be his girlfriend. She's an energetic go-getter who lets nothing get in her way. Well, here's the new version. A cheerful girl who loves to help others, Sonic inspired her to be her very best. She's an energetic go-getter with the help of her Pico Pico hammer and
Now, like I said before, right? I don't have a problem with Amy being this way. But what I don't like is that they go back to an original game and change the way she acts. That's what I don't like. They went back and changed the way she acts. Okay, cool. Y'all got it. Well, like, she acts differently in the new games, which is good. This shows how improved of a character she is. But don't erase her flaws from the past. That's what makes what she's currently like more likable, because people be like, oh, like she used to act like this, but now she act like this now in the newest games. But nah, they go back and change the past. They went back to it's like they went back to in like a time machine and changed her past, which is stupid. It don't make sense.
cars, nothing gets in her way. I guess she doesn't.
It's called character development for a reason. What is you changing like the flaw of a character from the past?
Dimitri Monroe, and he posted this right here.
You saved me, Sonic. I'll be sure to return the favor next time around.
Not really worrying about that right now, Amy.
Wonderful.
So that's it. So apparently she used to flirt with him, and that's gone. I don't know what's going on with this censorship. Like, this really seems ridiculously stupid. Putting cupcakes in there when he used to when he used to facepalm her. I mean, is slapstick comedy dead? Because that's what that is. That's slapstick comedy. And
facts. That's what I was saying.
Because, well, it's offensive because he's silencing a woman. That's what I see it as. And she no longer, like, her whole thing was being a super fan that's in love with him, like a girl to a boy band. I mean, he's a male celebrity, and she likes him, so she's flirting with him and trying to, like, get his acknowledgement. I don't think that's a big deal, but now you can't even have that. Also, there's this fat shaming scene got removed. Here's the original. Thanks, Sonic. You did a good job back there. Hey, did you gain weight? Some looking down. Now it's been changed to thanks, Sonic. Now then, tell me, where's the rest of my island? Changed for what? So they took out a fat shaming joke.
And then what's so crazy is that y'all gonna be so offensive to change that line with Knuckles, but y'all didn't bother to change the aftermath when he asked the question and looked down at his stomach. Now it makes him looking down at his stomach look stupid, cause y'all want to go in and change something. When he had asked, "Did you gain weight?" and he looked down and pat his belly, it made more sense. Now, when the scene that the question that he doing now, he looking down, patting his belly, it looks stupid. What is you looking down, patting at your belly for? You see what I'm saying? It's like, come on.
Improve the game or make it better? No. This all just
it made more
so
sense when he asked him, did he gain weight? And he pat his belly. It made sense.
And I like that it's not all like, they'll say, oh, you can't see any boobs. Like, none of the censorship is like that in this game. So what's the cope going to be now on why you should be okay with this censorship? What's the cope going to be now? Because are you going to say, oh, you well, actually, I take that back, because I'm sure there's some furries out there who probably are into this. Never mind. Oh, this is just stupid to me. And, like, okay, so a fat joke has been changed. It is getting delisted. Sega has already confirmed that the original version of Sonic Generations will still be available. Okay. Oh, in bundles. So that's it. That's the only way you're going to be able to get it, in bundles. So you can't just go buy the game anymore. That's crazy, man. And it's also kind of erasing the history. This is what I hate about digital games and the way they do shit now, like not having physical copies. At least for the old games, we can go back and get the disc, right? And it can be preserved. But a lot of these games that are going to be coming out in the future, and a lot of them already right now, don't have physical releases. And it's crazy thinking about that.
Facts.
They'll just go and start changing games from... I mean, when did this game came out? This game came out in PS3 era. So it's been a while. So they'll just keep changing shit. Not a fan. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. I'd like to hear from you also. If you would, please like, subscribe, share.
Now y'all see what I was now y'all see what I was talking about, viewers. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like I disagree with your take. I really for real disagree with your take, JD Frank 20, because I feel like that's not an excuse for them to be censoring anything that got something to do with Amy and Sonic and Sonic Generations. I feel like they don't have no excuse. Because it's like toxic masculinity. My nigga, it's a video game. It don't matter. It don't matter, my nigga. Like, who gets offended over like something that's in the... Like, I don't know, man. Now, I can understand if they added some political... what is it? What is it? I can understand if like they had if they changed something. Well, yo, I can understand if like they had it. Well, I don't know, man. I feel like, hey, you can't really make an excuse for this at all. You really can't make an excuse for this at all. Which you can't. There's no excuse for this jump. So JD Frank 20, I definitely disagree with you. I feel like your take is like not really explaining as the reason why. You just going off you just speaking from like a Sonic Son Amy fan perspective. Now I will say this, I do ship Sonic and Amy. So don't think that I'm like one of these people who don't ship Sonic and Amy and is telling you this. I actually ship Sonic and Amy. To be real with you, I actually ship that junk because it make more sense. Like all these other ships in the Sonic fandom, I feel like it don't make sense. Them other ships, but the Son Amy ship makes sense. It makes sense as to why people want Sonic and Amy to get together, and I'm one of them. Sega ain't gonna make it happen because apparently Sega don't want none of their characters dating each other, which is weird. I feel like that's stupid. And a lot of people gonna be like, well, that's gonna take away from Sonic's character. Nah, it wouldn't. All you would just have is just right in there where, like, Amy is understanding of Sonic going on adventures. And always waiting, whenever, like, she see him again, her being understandable and junk. As a matter of fact, they could have it where, like, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy just continue. Tails, Knuckles, and Amy and Sonic can just continue going on adventures while Amy is dating them. But just still have it where, like, don't have it where, like, Amy is just, like, too clingy to him. Just have it where she acts like the way she acts like now, but they're just dating. And what I mean by now, I mean, like, how she is in Frontiers. Not where they remastered this crap, this Generations junk, and basically just went in there and just, like, changed something to what she currently at, like, when in fact, they need to keep the past in the past and just leave it the way she was in the past. It's like they went in and just did like a time machine and just went in and said themselves, we're gonna change something that was in 2011 with like her with her character. Leave the way she was with the way she was in 2011 alone. And the fact that you said something about like y'all think that like y'all gonna run away from like some Sonic rewrites, y'all wrong. My nigga, I could always go back and play like the original Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes if I wanted to. I'm not able to now because I don't have like the game systems to do it. But if I want, or like the game system to do it, but if I wanted to, I could. And it won't be like no Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes remake on my channel. I'll be up there playing like the original junk while everybody playing the censor crap of a game of a remake that was in the 90s and junk. Like, come on, man. So yeah, I disagree with your take. Yeah, and it's not just your take. It's just like, cause it's people that agree with you, and I disagree with like all y'all's takes. Like, I feel like this is kind of excuse. I don't know, man. I just feel like I ain't gonna say it's an excuse, but your take to me doesn't make sense to me. Like, cause you speaking from like a Sonic fan, Son Amy fan perspective, and I know that you want Sonic to, like, you know, to embrace Amy more, but it's like, bro, you giving a reason for why they doing something when it's they basically going back and changing the game that was in 2011. Why is they doing it with like these little simple cutscenes? It's like, it's kind of weird to me. Why they trying to tweak stuff? It's like they doing too much. They trying to tweak stuff now, man. Like, it don't make sense. So yeah, see y'all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video. Yeah, and like I said before, JD Frank 20. I don't have like no hard feelings towards you. This is me sharing my opinion, and well, I ain't even gonna say my opinion. I'm just sharing like straight facts that like this is censorship. And you know, I know you gonna have your opinion, and you probably gonna look at this video, you know, probably thinking to yourself, why is this nigga like ranting on this joint? It's like, I'm not ranting, I'm just like sharing like my point of view, bro. Like, this right here to me is like just kind of corny. The fact that like they would censor all this stuff that this guy, Yellow Flash 2, is talking about. So the fact that they censoring this stuff is weird. But yeah, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video. If y'all new to this channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the little notification bell when y'all hit all on it, so y'all don't get every single notification when I upload. And I'm here, so see y'all. Peace in the air. Brahma 2.0 out.